I was working for the CIA. You could say it today, but I couldn't at the time. But I worked for the CIA, so I heard a lot of stories of that kind, of that nature. He told me about the two escapes, because he escaped from the Germans, then he escaped from the communists later. In one case, he walked to the border of Austria in the snow. The second escape was by car. There was a baby in the car, and Russians didn't like crying babies. And they did that. They pinched the baby and got through. We met in Holland. Milos was there on a business trip, and I was working at the State Department, American State Department. And we met at a cocktail party. We made a date for lunch and had lunch, and then we had a dinner.
Did you like from the beginning?
No, I did not. He said to me on our first date, first evening out, he said, "I'm going to marry you." And that, I didn't like that very much. But however, I got to like him slowly. I knew some of it. I certainly knew about the spying part of it, because we had a little occasion when I were first going out with him in Holland. My boss there at the time called me in and asked, somebody had reported that I was going out with this chick. And who had been a spy, and they knew this, because they were too, there's people who reported it. And so they wanted me to be careful. That's a picture that we've kept there because it's so flattering to Milos and to myself. So it was taken in Beirut at a nightclub. We were there with friends from the Lebanese insurance company, and we were dancing, and my nose must have been running. You can take this out because I have a handkerchief in my hand. Milos went to visit Alphonse Mucha as a little boy with his father. And at the end of the visit, this was in his atelier, his workshop, and Alphonse Mucha said to Milos, "You've been such a good boy, I want you to have this." And it was just one of the things he'd been sketching. It looks like it was for the big epoch. He just, yes, it looks like it was one of the sketches for that. This is one of my favorite. I think that's such a cute picture. This holding the horse, the wooden horse, that was one of his favorite toys. I think he was about 2 years old at the time. Father sent several things which are astounding, actually. He sent silverware wrapped in towels. I think he probably sent this. He came home one day from work, and the things were on the doorstep, just lying outside. The postman had left them outside, and it was silverware and various things like that. Because Milos would not have brought it out.
Laudate Dominum.